Welcome back to Ghost Teller Media Channel. And if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please enjoy today's chilling stories. So, let's begin. As a lover of solo camping adventures, I decided on a backpacking trip to a remote area known for its breathtaking landscapes. The thrill of venturing into the wilderness alone excited me, and I look forward to connecting with nature on a deeper level. As the day progressed, I noticed the sky gradually becoming overcast. The forecast mentioned the possibility of a rainstorm, but I remained optimistic, hoping the weather would hold up for my outdoor adventure. As evening came, I set up my campsite in a serene clearing surrounded by tall trees. The air was charged with anticipation, and the first rumble of thunder echoed in the distance. Determined not to let the weather dampen my spirits, I started a small campfire to keep warm and cook a simple meal. Everything seems cool, right? Well, so after my meal, I'm relaxing in my tent, all snug and cozy, when suddenly a thunderstorm kicks in, and I'm not talking about some gentle rain. I'm talking lightning flashing like a rave and a thunder roaring like a rock concert. Nature decided to go all out, and I'm right in the middle of it. Now, here's where things go from just a storm to a full-blown thriller movie. Out of nowhere, I catch a news snippet on the radio. Turns out there's an escaped prisoner on the loose. And guess where? Yep, in the vicinity of the very forest I'm camping in. Can you believe the timing? It's like life decided to throw me into some horror story. As the storm rages outside, I start hearing these noises. Strange, unsettling noises that aren't part of the typical rain and thunder playlist. I'm trying to brush it off, telling myself it's just the wind or the trees are creaking. But in the back of my mind, I know something's not right. And then every time lightning illuminates the whole scene, I catch a glimpse, a shadowy figure, like a person darting around. Look, I'm no ghost hunter, but this is no friendly forest critter, that's for sure. My heart's pounding like crazy, and I can feel the adrenaline coursing through my veins. I'm not gonna lie at this point. I'm half expecting Jason Voorhees or some other horror movie villain to pop out. The whole situation is like a wild cocktail of a thunderstorm, an escaped prisoner, and some shadowy figure creeping around my tent. My mind's racing. Is that escaped prisoner the one making these eerie sounds? Is he watching me, waiting for the right moment to pounce? With every flash of lightning, I'm scanning the darkness, trying to make sense of what's happening. But the worst part, I'm alone. Just me, my tent, and whatever's lurking out there. It's like I'm starring in a real-life horror flick. I can practically hear the dramatic music building up to some jump scare moment. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, the storm starts to calm down. The thunder becomes more distant, the lightning less frequent. And just like that, the noises outside my tent fade away. I'm left in this eerie silence, my heart still racing, my mind still racing even faster. Morning comes and I'm out of there before you can say escaped prisoner. As I pack up my stuff, I can't shake the feeling that I narrowly escaped something way scarier than the storm. Whether it was my imagination running wild or something more sinister. I don't think I'll ever know. I've had my fill of adrenaline for a while. From now on, my idea of thrilling adventure might just involve a comfy couch and a Netflix binge. During a weekend getaway with my group of adventurous friends, we stumbled upon a seemingly quaint and historic house available for rent. It had an intriguing past, rumored to be haunted, but we brushed off the ghost stories as mere folklore. Excited for a thrilling experience, we decided to spend the night there. A thunderstorm rolled in unexpectedly. The crashing thunder and blinding lightning filled the darkening sky with fear and excitement. As dust settled, we entered the old house, a mixture of excitement and nervousness tingling in the air. The house had an eerie charm, with antique furniture and creaky floorboards adding to its mystique. As the storm raged on, we lit candles and gathered around the fireplace. We tried to keep ourselves distracted with movies and games, sharing ghost stories and laughing off the eerie atmosphere. Yet, beneath the bravado, an unsettling feeling lingered in the back of our minds. Suddenly, we heard a loud, unexplainable bang from the attic. The laughter ceased, and we exchanged nervous glances. Trying to convince ourselves it was just the storm outside, we continued our gathering, hoping the uneasy feeling would subside. But the strange occurrences didn't stop there. As the night deepened, we heard footsteps on the stairs, even though we were the only ones in the house. Chills ran down our spines, and the haunted house's legends started to feel less like folklore and more like a chilling reality. Despite our growing unease, we decided to stay together and explore the house, hoping to debunk the ghostly claims. The old-fashioned portraits on the walls seemed to watch our every move, and we couldn't shake off the feeling of being unwelcome guests in the haunted dwelling. As we ventured deeper into the house, we encountered rooms that felt unusually cold, even though the fireplace was burning brightly. Objects moved mysteriously, doors creaked open and shut on their own, and eerie whispers seemed to drift from the walls. One of my friends claimed to have seen a shadowy figure darting past the doorway, leaving us questioning our own sanity. Were we imagining things, or was the haunted history of the house revealing itself to us? Fearful, yet fascinated, we retreated to the living room, seeking comfort in each other's presence. The storm outside intensified, adding to the eerie setting. We realized we were at the mercy of the elements and the mysterious forces that seemed to inhabit the house. As the night wore on, the ghostly occurrences continued, convincing us that the legends were more than just tales told to scare visitors. It felt as if the house itself was alive with restless spirits, and we were intruders in their domain. Unable to sleep, we all stayed awake until the first light of dawn peeked through the curtains. With relief, we packed our bags, eager to leave the haunted house behind. The sun broke a sense of normalcy, but the haunting memories of that night stayed with us. While we left that house physically, the haunting memories followed us, leaving us with a chilling reminder that sometimes the line between folklore and reality can blur, especially in the darkest corners of a haunted house. During a daring hiking expedition with my tight-knit group of friends, we embarked on a perilous journey into the heart of a remote wilderness. The ominous weather forecast warned of impending thunderstorms, but our confidence in our hiking abilities pushed us forward into the heart of the gloomy wilderness. The initial leg of our trek was filled with carefree laughter and a strong sense of camaraderie. We wove our way through dense, dark forests, daringly crossed babbling streams, and marveled at the untamed beauty of nature. But as we ascended higher into the unforgiving mountains, the sky morphed into a menacing, wicked canvas, hinting at the impending storm. Undeterred, we pressed on, our determination fueled by the desire to conquer the summit before the storm's arrival. Yet, Mother Nature had far darker intentions. The first gentle drops of rain fell, their touch a whisper of impending doom. Within moments, what began as a drizzle transformed into a surge, drowning the once solid trails beneath a nightmarish swamp. The earth beneath our feet turned treacherous, our boots sinking into the muck with every step. Thunderous roars resonated through the mountains, and jagged bolts of lightning lacerated the ominous sky. Faced with the reality of our situation, we sought refuge beneath the dense canopy of trees. The resounding thunder and jagged lightning made our shelter seem more like a lightning rod, and fear gnawed at us, urging us to abandon this vulnerable position. We were desperate to find a safer refuge. While we huddled together, frantically discussing our dwindling options, a rocky overhang appeared like a beacon of salvation further up the trail. Determination tinged with fear pushed us onward through the torrents. However, fate had other plans. One of my friends slipped disastrously, gashing his left leg from knee to ankle. Blood flowed like a morbid river, and we realized our dire need for immediate first aid. As we tended to our injured companion, panic seeped into our hearts. With great effort, we finally reached the rocky overhang. There, we clung to each other for warmth and reassurance. The storm howling just beyond our meager sanctuary. Each thunderclap made the ground shudder beneath us, and our nerves frayed with every passing minute. Fear wrapped its icy fingers around our hearts, but we drew strength from the unity of our group. Inside the makeshift shelter, we shivered uncontrollably, our clothes clinging to our chilled bodies like shrouds of despair. We scavenged for any available fabric to reduce the flow of blood from our injured friend's leg. Our voices hushed, for we were not alone in this refuge. The ghostly threat of danger loomed as we remained alert to the possibility of a lurking mountain lion or bear seeking shelter as well. The darkness closed in around us, an unrelenting void that seemed to swallow our very souls. Our thoughts drifted to the safety of our families, to the warmth of our homes, but all we had was the cold, unforgiving wilderness and the lingering stake of death. We prayed for the storm to release its grip, but it clung to us like a malevolent force, testing our patience and resolve. We shared stories in hushed tones, trying to distract ourselves from the oppressive silence and the haunting darkness. The storm outside showed no mercy, its relentless fury a reminder of our vulnerability. Finally, after what felt like an eternity of torment, the rain began to surrender, and the thunder and lightning gradually retreated into the distance. As the first feeble light of dawn pierced the murky sky, we cautiously emerged from our rocky haven. The trail, once a path of promise, was now a mud-soaked abyss. Yet, we felt an overwhelming sense of relief, knowing that the worst had passed. Descending the mountain carefully, we breathed a collective sigh of gratitude for our survival and the unbreakable bonds forged during our traumatic ordeal. The experience served as a stark reminder of nature's unforgiving power and the importance of preparedness in the face of unforeseen challenges. Our adventure, though disturbing and nightmarish, transformed into a powerful trial of friendship. As we reached the safety of our vehicles, we exchanged knowing glances, acknowledging the strength we found within ourselves and the strong solidarity that had seen us through those long, traumatic hours, stranded on the mountainside in a terrifying thunderstorm. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel to hear more chilling stories every week.